Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Florida Gators. Go Gators! Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Great place to start for this offense. Smith dropping to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them when they make big plays for them.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. The Beavers will kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running the red zone, it's Haynes. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beaver! There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
For each play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Finds his man. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They just keep firing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Motion from the back. Handoff to the fullback. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's all his ball. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire.
Couldn't hold the block.
Nice pickup 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. To the air. It's Manning. Skips away from pressure. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The Beavers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. But now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Breaks into the open. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the option. Quick toss. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on second down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the shed zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Spence. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll line up to go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down and run. And he's still running after the moves. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Puts it out of the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of...
There we go.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completion.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
For a guy that only had a 93 defense, this year. What's up out there? Nice. Let's see. Arizona. It's tough. Faster. Better in the 3-4. I don't run the 3-4 a whole lot, but I mean, I do have it. I do use it. Yeah, I don't know if I can get that guy. So let's we got oh yeah. Way better. Oh yeah, this is yeah, guy. Unless there's somebody better. So I'm sorry. Let's look. It's a big negative ghost right here. So we'll go with this one. stuff. Splitting hairs, really. Put me in a tough position. Probably go this guy because he'd be good for. His awareness is way better. For this guy. Regardless, I like KJ Wright's how tall he is, but this guy has just way better speed. He just barely beats out Shazy too. Shazy will still be out there too. So. Okay. And I've got to go to the bathroom. All right, I'll be back. I gotta get up.
will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barkley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Offense working from the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Now he's going to break the pockets. He's not afraid to go deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. That's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. We're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Moss. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Newton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Royer. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw again. Got his man. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. It's caught. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half. Got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Newton.
I knew it would knock back out. And then I looked up the field like, whoa. And bounce out, it was perfect, but we're about to leave them in like an hour, right? So we can't even walk there, right?
Have their whole
We
playbook
have to leave
open
in
here
30
on
minutes,
2nd
right?
and
But
inches.
Potatoes, like, eyes were like, all
Might
big,
be
like,
changing the route.
I'm
Gonna swing it on 2nd
giving
down.
up. I'm like, what is his problem? Like,
Close on that one
it's
as
been
he
4
got it to
days.
Will.
Like,
The
oh my
Beavers
God.
come to the line needing
Sorry.
just inches for the first
Oh,
down.
yeah. This guy's crazy. And Rebecca asked if I can go back to him this week, and I said, how about tomorrow after
And
my
the
appointment?
quarterback runs out of
So,
time, and down he goes at the
do it.
38.
I mean,
You got to be
9:45.
impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is
Oh, I
working
even
to
got
perfection.
shivers.
We got a
really,
timeout here late in the first
seriously,
half, and they'll try to get more
It
points on
looks
the
like it's
board
going to
before
rain
the
or
break.
something. I feel like we need to walk him before
Now
it
on
happens.
4th
But
down, here
we
comes the
don't.
field goal
He's
team.
seriously, something bad's going to happen. Like, you hear him? I'm not even joking. See, you hear?
If you think we can
Got it counted all
make it to the
the way to
let's do it right now.
55.